Hey everybody, Lancer here, welcoming you to Space Invaders for the Atari 2600. And I've mentioned this before, but yeah, this is actually the very first video game I ever played. And it's in a big part responsible for how I came to be into video games in the first place. So I figured I should just, do a playthrough of this game, like why the hell not? Pay some respect to the game that really started it all for me. But yeah, this is the original Space Invaders. It's been ported to so many other different systems over the years, but this is the original for the Atari 2600. It's also for the arcade. And, a bunch of other systems, really. They, remade it, so many different times, but this was the original. Of course, the concept is extremely simple. You just shoot on all the aliens you can. There's mystery ships that kind of fly by. You'll notice that give different points. I think it's random. But, yeah, I think sometimes it's 50, 100, 150, 300. And you get an extra life at either 1,000 or 1,500 points. But after that, I don't think you get any other lives. So you just kind of have to go with it. But yeah, this was released in 1978. Damn, 6 years before I was born. Sheesh. By Taito, of course. And it was one of the earliest shooting games, which was interesting. Yeah, it was one of the earliest shooting games, and it really helped expand the video game industry as a whole, which was cool. It was cool. So really, it's really one of the most important video games there is. It did so much, But yeah, like I was saying, it was remade, and there was all kinds of sequels and remakes that were released for the Super Nintendo and PlayStation and DS and PSP and WiiWare, and there were all kinds of different spin-offs and this and that, and chances are, if there's a system, there was a Space Invaders game released for it, whether it was a port or a remake or a spin-off or what have you. But yeah, this is definitely probably one of the most important video games ever made, because it really helped to get the video game industry moving forward. And it's a game that you can pretty much just play over and over again. You can just jump into it, you don't really need to just kind of jump into it and start playing, start shooting some Space Invaders, and it's good stuff. I actually did an LP of a spin-off Space Invaders game. I think it was called Attack of the Lunar Lunacies. It was an arcade game. So, if you're interested, you can always check that out, because it's, it was a fun time. But this is the classic, original Space Invaders, It's very simple, and, yeah. It's pretty much a two-dimensional fixed shooter, where you basically just, control a laser cannon by moving it horizontally across the bottom of the screen, and yeah, you just fire at the aliens. It's pretty much how it works. The aim is to defeat the 5 rows of 11 aliens. So that's pretty much how it works. So if you've never actually played Space Invaders, I highly recommend playing it just to say you have, because it's that game, at least for me, people nowadays will probably look at a game like this and be like, this really doesn't look like a whole lot of fun. But I mean, back in our day, this is what we had. This was our game, This is what we played, and it was good times, and we enjoyed the hell out of it. That's pretty much the way it was. got the mystery ship. Oh yeah. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you've never played Space Invaders, or even any of the remakes or anything, at least play one of them. I mean, come on. Go do it. What the hell are you waiting for? You ain't got nothing better to do. Go do it, jerks. But yeah, go check it out. You know, it's freaking Space Invader. It didn't get much more classic than this. I mean, this is like old school of old school. You know? I mean, this was like old school before even Mario. So yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Good times. Woo! Cause yeah, I think I've told this story before, but when I was really young, like probably around like 4 or something, possibly even before that, I don't recall, but yeah, my father busted out the old Atari 2600, and that was my first introduction to video games, and this was the first game that I played, Space Invaders. And I just absolutely loved it, you know. I fell in love with the whole concept of video games and gaming and such. And for me, that's how it all started. So really, if it wasn't for this game, I probably never would have continued my gaming ways, and, you know, I'd probably be a completely different person. Pretty much. No, I missed the ship. I missed the ship, guys. What the hell is that all about, man? Gotcha. He thought he was gonna get away. Nah, it's not happening. Not here, not today. It's just not going down that way. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just destroying Space Invaders. That's all I'm doing, you know. It's just the way it is. Ooh. See that? It's crazy. Boom, boom. I believe the score caps at like 9,950 or something like that. Something like that. I don't recall. But, yeah. Something like that, anyway. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what do we got? There we go. Yeah, so I think it pretty much just keeps going until you either lose all your lives or you hit that top score. I think. Or maybe you get to that score and it just like, your score just doesn't go up anymore? I don't remember. I don't recall. Either way. Yeah, see, then it starts over. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much Space Invaders for you. Like, at this point, I don't think it really gets any more difficult or anything. Maybe it does. I don't know, but yeah. You know, you pretty much just keep it going, and yeah. But yeah, so I think we can pretty much call this an LP here. So this has been Space Invaders. I mean, what can I say? Like I've said, this is like the first game I ever played, and it's just a great old school game, you know? Go ahead and check it out. It's good stuff. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Good stuff.